Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. This video is going to be a technique video about raising your vibrational energies in order to have an OBE, or if you want to call it astral projection. So, like I said, technique video. I will have a companion video along with this that's going to be a meditation to kind of help get you in that zone. Right now, I'm going to tell you what I do. So, I always suggest learning lucid dreaming before you jump in to out-of-body stuff. But if that's not your style, if you just want to go with it and see what happens, come on in, that's fine. However you want to do it. So I start laying down, of course. And I like to, if I really intentionally want to have an OBE, I will do this in the afternoon. Naps are the best for this. So I start calming my mind and I use Ujjayi breathing. Ujjayi breathing is a yogic breathing technique that just kind of calms you, and what you do is you kind of close your throat right here. Maybe you put the top of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and close it up just slightly. And you're going to breathe through your nose the whole time. And it's a little bit deeper of a breath, and it kind of will sound like the ocean or wind. It's a really nice sound, and I actually use this breath all the time if I want to calm down or doing walking meditations. And I would suggest doing it a couple times. Sounds like this. Alright, so you get an idea, and if you want more instruction on how to do that, there's other YouTube videos that'll teach you how. And they're very helpful. Okay, so the next thing I do, I always keep my hands at my side with my palms facing up. I do this because I've noticed through trial and error that the best way for me to get out of my body, the first thing that I get out, is my hands. And it's really easy for me to feel the energy in my hands. So that's where I want to concentrate my energy. If you feel like you get out through your head or whatever, you could use the same techniques any other place on your body, but I'm going to show you my hands. So first I draw Chaku Rei, which is a Reiki symbol. It means all the power of the universe in this spot. And the Reiki symbol goes like this. Okay, so it's kind of like a 7 that curls in. You don't need to do this, but that's how I like to start. Just little reminders of what I'm doing. All the power of the universe in my hands. Okay? And then I start very lightly drawing a circle on my palms. And I feel like this is some sort of game that we used to play as a kid. I can't quite remember what the game was, but okay, so you just very lightly draw these circles, and you could feel that tickly sort of sensation, and it kind of spreads a little bit. And what you're going to want to do is lightly lift off from your hand and keep feeling that circle going. And then see how far away you can get from actual contact with your hand while still feeling that energy. So right now I'm this far away, but I could feel the heat, and I could feel it coming up through my fingertips and down my arm. And I want you to do that with both palms, and then lay them back down at your sides, palms up. Continue your breathing, and imagine all of those tingles that you get are all flowing through your entire body. And you could start with bringing them from one side of your arm to the next, up, down. You could run that energy. And even if you're not going to do an astral projection or you don't have time to take a nap, running that energy and just feeling what that feels like will be really good for your technique and building on that. When you do start having that vibrational sense that people talk about when you leave your body, it's incredibly intense. You know, this is maybe really old school, but I remember having like an old TV and you're flipping through channels and you get to a channel where it's just all fuzzy and like black and white and like, you know, maybe it's going shh, you know, it's all fuzzy. That's what you feel like. You feel like you're on that channel, and it's big feeling, and it's really intense. And when you get to that feeling, don't panic, because sometimes it also comes with sounds. It's really pivotal at that moment that you stay calm and let it happen. When you reach that moment, visualize yourself separating from your body. So it's like a duplicate, a double of you. You'd see it like a ghost or a soul or however you want to see it, but it's just a double of your body coming out. And a lot of people during this point will use the rope technique. The rope technique is very popular. It's where you imagine a rope and you grab onto this rope, one hand over the other, and you literally pull your other body, your astral body, out of your physical body. I've tried it numerous times, no results for me. I just visualize like my hands coming out and then the rest of my body coming out. So whatever works for you. There's other techniques as well if those aren't working, but those are what I suggest. If you find yourself in sleep paralysis, this happens a lot, and I thought it was funny to learn recently that a lot of people actually want to have sleep paralysis because it will help them get out of their body. Try it. You find yourself in sleep paralysis, you want to get out of there anyways, so try it. It's only worked a couple times for me where I've been like, oh, something creepy is going on, let's get out of here, and my body says okay, and I go. So yeah, try that. Maybe make sleep paralysis your friend. Who knows? I've heard it works for some people. Other things that people talk about, binaural beats. Binaural beats I've found to be helpful in some ways and a hindrance in others. I've definitely had OBEs while listening to binaural beats. So this is something you can find on YouTube, and you listen to it with your headphones in. And I don't quite understand the science of it, but it's a beat, it's like an off beat that's supposed to help you get into this trance state, and I don't know, it does something to your brainwaves. You could try it out. But sometimes they'll throw in a sound that's a little off, a little different than other sounds, and that'll wake me up. So it doesn't quite work. It's startling. But I have found that Tibetan singing bowls, again, find it on YouTube, Tibetan singing bowls. You can find hours of this. That's helped me as well. As far as, you know, I'm always hearing people say like, oh, do I need to have my third eye open? Do I need to cleanse my pineal gland before I do any of this work? Do I need to be in a good mood, a good place? No, I don't think so. I mean, it's not bad to do any of those things. But shoot, sometimes I'll have a couple too many beers, and in that night, since I'm having trouble sleeping, that'll help me. I'm not suggesting doing that, but I'm using it as an example of you don't have to live this clean monk lifestyle in order to do this. This is a practice. There is nothing special about me or anybody else that does this. We have practiced, and it takes a lot of work, but it's very much worth it in the end. So keep practicing, you guys. You're not doing anything wrong, I promise you. You know, feel free to leave some comments on my videos, ask questions, email me if you want. Sabrina@astralpalms.com is my email. And yeah, I'll have a companion video for a little meditation too, if that helps you. Thanks again. Happy travels. Bye.